Let's go. What are we working with here? Please? Can you show my stream? Let's go. Alright. Nice. I'm gonna send a notification of this. That's good, that's good. I maybe should link the Discord server in the stream somehow. Maybe. Okay, I had an idea before where in the stream title. Actually, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do the exclamation mark Discord as if it's a command, and then I'm just gonna paste the link myself manually if someone does that. That's great. That's a good idea. Let me see if the title already updated. Let's go. Let's go. I should just make sure that I actually have an invite link ready. Alright, can I need to go to like the stream settings or like streamer mode settings so it doesn't truncate the invite. Streamer mode. Do not hide invite links, thank you. I do want to make a new one as well. That's good. And I have an invite link ready if someone does the command. Quote unquote command. I'm gonna put it in another like text editor thing, please. Thank you. Right there. Boom, 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 boom. I can put this here, I guess. Alright, that's good. Alright. Anyway. So, first of all, for the VOD, I'm gonna go through the changes that I've done since last stream. Because, I've been doing a bunch of work off stream, and I was thinking, like, does it really make sense for me to just jump in when the project has evolved already quite a bit? And if I go and run the project, you can see that we have some boxes drawn. I can collide with these, Let me put a slab down, please. Okay, nice. I can collide with these. Also, if I put down a block and I'm already inside of it, it doesn't do anything. It only just blocks you from entering from the outside. Just a bit better. Because if I didn't do that, the movement will just freak out the moment you're inside of something. But yeah, so it's, decent. It works. I still need to implement Noclip, which is... Wait, was I feel like I had low frame rates or something there. Anyway. But usually implementing Noclip is just... No idea what happened there. Usually implementing Noclip is really easy. And... Because, instead of calling a thing on the node where you're like, oh, move with physics, you just modify the position. But now this is a bit different. Because I'm kind of giving control of the node to the Rust side. Like, completely. So, I need to do something about that. Simplest thing would be to have like a free cam thing. But I just want Noclip, Anyway, that's probably what I'll figure out this session at least. But yeah, so the changes that have been done. Alright. Um, it's been like already a week since I last streamed, and I've done some stuff. These are mostly small comments, but we can just go to the files changed and see everything that changed. So first of all, I introduced the 3D position visualizer. Okay, that is just a thing I had somewhere else that I, copied. Except like I added this line here, but other than that, it's the same. Flycam, change the test cube size while printing, like how long stuff takes. Not really interesting. Well, here, on the camera, instead of like doing the Noclip movement, I instead set the velocity for the camera, and then, the Rust side handles the movement, and we'll get to that. Yeah, nothing much really here. Yeah, I did create a small class for models, because on the Rust side, I can actually show this real fast. When I register a mesh, yeah, I require these arrays to be typed just for convenience here. So I can just do like this, right? I don't have to check the types. I already know what the types are. So it just requires a bit more like boilerplate code on the Godot side, but that's fine. Yeah. Nothing really much more interesting there. Just also swapping some models between each other. Anyway, but yeah, this is the meat. The meat and potatoes. Changes to lib.rs. Let's go. This one general cleanup in here, moving imports to the top, stuff like that. Rename this. And before I did a thing where, like the moment you change the block, the mesh was recalculated, even if it's not the end of the tick yet. You could rebuild the mesh multiple times in a tick, and it was really wasteful. But I also knew that. It was just temporary implementation. But now we keep track of the chunk positions to rebuild, and the Rust side actually doesn't decide when to rebuild the meshes. So Godot side somewhere calls it. Is it in Flycam? Flycam does everything, I swear. Yeah. Flycam rebuilds the meshes. Or calls Rust to rebuild. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, into this truck. I don't know how much there is to say. Like, there's just a bunch of changes. I'll just scroll through, and if there's anything interesting, then I'll comment on it. Yep. This function was never used, so I just removed it. Oh yeah, and the chunk size stuff was put into like constants, just so it's easier to change. One annoying thing about Rust is that you can't have like a numerical constant. Like I can't say 16 once and then use this everywhere. I have to have all the different types, which is a bit annoying, but here's the thing in set block where when you set a block, we mark it for remesh, and bada bing, bada boom. Hello, JJ. I'm just going through the diff right now, like what I've done since last week. Yeah, here's the actual, like, rebuilding part. Well, it's not the actual rebuilding part. I've done this thing where the functions that I've marked for the Godot side, I'll like have another thing here that calls the actual function. I don't know why, but I want to have that degree of separation. Yeah, the day's going good. I'm going to be doing some like outside chores in like the evening. We were supposed to do it in the morning, but then it was like basically just too cold. Like we could do it, but it would be unpleasant. So we're doing it later in the day. So I just decided to stream now. Yep, yep, yep. And also, chunk mesh building is not multi-threaded. How's your day? Yeah, and the same way that we register meshes, we register entities. I still have to make it so you also tell the size of the entity. Right now, this is kind of hard-coded here. Like, let's assume the size is this. There's some work to be done there. Because I realized there was something else that I said earlier that I would do. That was Noclip. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Oh, rip. What's the thing you're currently working on? Oh, it was the platformer thing you linked, right? I actually completely forgot to check it out. I could actually do that after reviewing these changes. I can take a small look at it. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. And here's the actual like physics implementation. Really simple actually. If you ever want to write your own physics and you only need axis aligned boxes, then just move like have your entity and move it one axis at a time. Like move it on the x-axis according to the velocity. And then if it collides with, any terrain, then move it to the edge of that terrain. And then repeat for the two other axes. Right? And that's what I'm doing here. So once every axis, we just figure out a bunch of stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm figuring out which block locations the entity intersects. And then we just get a list of those positions and loop through those positions. We loop through them. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some more. And, just collide. Wahoo. Yeah. And that's that. And here we actually... So, we test each collider. Like, we have a space. Actually, let me just run the game so I can demonstrate this. Around the entity, we have a space of, like, things that we test. So when you see that outline appear, this is the area that we test for collisions with, right? And you can see we're 2 blocks tall. Camera point is down here, but, don't care about that right now. Don't mind that right now. But you can imagine this goes, like, in the cube when I go near it. If I place a few blocks here, you can see that it's quite aggressive in, like, you know, leaving things out. Like, if we're too far from something, then it won't be even considered for collision. But once you go near enough, you know, we try to collide with it. And this kind of just assumes that you won't be moving too fast. Like, you won't be moving from this location to inside the block in, like, one tick, right? I'm gonna see how reasonable that assumption is later on. Or then I might have to... Well, where were we? We're here. Or then I might have to build... Or I might have to do subticks and then build the list of blocks that you might occupy multiple times per, like, movement. Well, we'll see how everything goes. I might need to fetch some more water. So let me read your message. Oof. Yeah. I don't know, working yourself to the point where there's, like, physical problems doesn't sound like the best thing to me. But, I don't know, I feel like at times I just take it too easy, almost. Yeah. I assume the game demo you're talking about is the platformer, right? That you added me on? Or mentioned me on? Okay, okay. What was I saying before? Okay, so we're considering all the colliders in that space that we, you know, just went through. That space, you can imagine that's like a small cube around the entity. I could visualize that, but it would take time. And we just test, like, do we intersect? Like, we build the intersection, and we see if we intersect, and then we see if we came from the outside to the intersection. And there's some logic in here about how this works. I'm really happy that this works. I wrote this earlier for the previous version, which is right here. And I'm glad I'm copying, because I wouldn't have remembered this otherwise. But yeah, do that. And then after we have gone through all of the colliders, and we have found the position that is the furthest back, you know, from our initial position, then we just set our location to that, and then do that for the two remaining axes. Wahoo. And then also update the Godot side. That's basically that. Oh yeah, chunk meshing went through a bunch of changes, but it's not really interesting. I just changed how it works entirely, basically. Because before, I just built boxes, like built cubes, and I just had the vertices hard-coded. But now I actually register meshes. Actually, was it? Is that true? Actually, this is not the hard-code version, I don't think. Like the previous one. Because I already... I can't remember. I was either hard coding, I was doing something dumb with the meshes, but now I'm doing something more proper. But UV maps are still to do. Yeah. A lot changes in a week. At least apparently. Also, these functions, I love these. Ceiling and floor division. These are just, I can't remember if I figured these out or if this is purely ChatGPT. honestly can't remember. Uh, might be a mix. There was a period where I was using ChatGPT for a bit, like trying to find use for it, but not really that good, I find. Well, okay, I'm gonna pull up your platform soon, and I can do like a comparison, I guess. Um, 'Cause if when I see someone who does like some front end stuff, I feel like I'm doing nothing, right? Because front end is really weak with me. It's all back end stuff basically. Um, but the point I actually wanted to make about these is that this avoids doing floating point operations, and floats they belong in the circus, not in our physics calculations, right? So I'm really happy if I can make the physics without using floats at all, because that ensures determinism. I don't you think backend is harder? No, not really. It's well, let's say it like this, right? If you only do front end, then backend is harder. If you only do backend, then front end is harder, right? Objectively, which one is harder? Which one requires more practice? Do we actually care about that? And I don't know if anyone knows that. Right? Like, it is very a very different skill set for each one. And I could learn front end. I just really don't care about it. I would rather go work in a grocery store, get money, and pay someone to do the front end. Or that's true for graphics rendering. Well, graphics rendering. Wow. Um, how would I say it? Like when I think about doing graphics API stuff, I just want to go work in a grocery store, right? And just pay someone. But I might just learn web GPU anyway at some point. I don't know. Um, but I can certainly say that for art, like doing 3D models and textures, that's a grocery store moment for me, right? We go work somewhere, a physical job, and pay someone else to do it. I'm just not interested, at least right now. Yeah, yeah, it is true. Yeah, I am gonna take a little moment to look at your platformer. Wahoo! And then I'll get to the actual coding. Because right now, motivation to code not that high. I just have to do boring stuff. I have to do Noclip. I have to do UI, not UI, UVs. Hmm. Let me see. These collisions are really good right now. Oh, and I also have to do. Well, no, the camera is already using collisions. I just have to make player movement not suck. So yeah, but, like the easy stuff is out of the way, where it's like, oh, we collide with stuff. Wow, yay, that's done. And generating basic meshes is done. Yay! It's only the stuff that sucks that is left. At least that's what it feels like. Anyway. Beam bum boom bum beam bum boom. Where is the link here? Tell me, is this the correct one? I don't have JavaScript on. Let's go. We don't need to give JavaScript to Google Tag Manager. Is there a newer link, or is this the correct one? I just looked at the channel and there was a pinned message with a link. Ah, okay. Hey, what is the thing that you... Hold on. Oh, I guess. Let me see. Oh, okay. Don't worry, I just misread the entire channel because I was doing something else at the time. I saw the ping and I was like, I will check this out later. But then it wasn't anything to check out later. Well, that's great. Well, time to get coding. XD. Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking if I want to do Noclip here or... I don't think so. I think I was gonna have a function for deregistering entities. And when I enable Noclip on the Godot side, I'm just gonna tell this Rust code, hey, this entity was just deleted. Don't care about it anymore. And then we can move it however we want. What is the opposite of register? I need this information. I know there's deregister, but it's not like... not what I'm looking for. Wordhippo.com. Let's go. What is the site? Anyway, okay. Oh, by the way, do you have any like screenshots of the new game demo or anything, or is it all like under wraps still? Yeah, sounds good. Links shouldn't be filtered here. Well, even if they are, you know, I'm a moderator in this stream. I can see it. Let's just copy this line. I'm gonna copy this panic thing to all of these as well. Well, this is actually a bit different. I still don't remember how to take things out of a hash map. I'll have to look it up. Remove. Where is remove? I don't think it's trying. Yeah, no. Remove entry. Hey. Okay. So I don't need to do that. I just need to do... I could just say remove entity, I guess. have a button to ban you. I need to go on Twitch. I'm logged in here, so I can just ban you. Let's go. Ah. Spam bots. Great. Dude, I need to start making my stream tools as well. I really want to make like good stream tools to run locally. The problem is like connecting to the API is a pain. It's actually a pain to connect to the Twitch API, at least when I last looked at it. You could probably make a thing that's just like scrapes chat client you have normally. Yeah. Ba-ba. I think we need to do anything else here. Oh, okay. No, no, no. I feel like my mind was transported to a different world when I... What was that? It was just a bot. Trying to advertise like, oh, give me money. I will give you fake viewers and a ban from twitch.tv. Give money. You know, to be fair, I don't know how often people get banned for using like boosting tools or whatever. And it's like, I think it's fair to say that some people might have like gotten success from that, but it's like, eh. Even if it would work, I would not want to do it. Don't you need like affiliate status for channel points? That's what I thought. If anyone can do it, then I'll look into it. Because channel points are fun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need affiliate for it. But I could do my okay. Here's the thing, right? I have a friend who's developing a like VTuber software for, you know, like streaming. And I think there's also like some chat stuff in there. And you know, if that works well, I can just like yoink that software and use it myself and make all my stream tools using that. I don't have to worry about some of the stuff that's annoying to do. We'll see how that happens. But yeah, pretty much also everyone who streams like semi-regularly has affiliate. And if you find a channel that you can't subscribe to, but that has channel points, then, you know, like, I guess let me know. But I'm pretty sure that you need affiliate. Well, actually, that was the slowest sentence I have ever written. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Well, yep. Partners and affiliates. Also, talking about stream tools. Um, You see the exclamation mark Discord thing? I just put it there so if someone like types that, I'll just paste the link myself. And it leads to the build sprint Discord, the link that I will post. And applying for it, there's like a certain thresholds you're supposed to meet, and I don't meet those. And even if I do meet those, right? I mean, you have to stream a certain amount. There's a certain amount of people that have to like watch you, right? So it's like automatic stuff. But and even if I do meet those requirements, right? That would mean that my channel would run ads, and I don't like that. You know, like, is it worth the channel points that people will occasionally see ads? I don't know. Pretty cool, because I don't think unpartnered and unaffiliated channels, that sounds funny. I don't think they have ads, which is a huge plus, right? Anyway, you would be surprised to find that, no. Well, there might be, but I'm pretty sure, like, the feeling that I have is Twitch is very aggressively pushing ads, right? Like, very aggressively. And there's a bunch of streamers who, you know, they make their money through subscriptions, not ads. So why would they have ads to inconvenience their viewers? Well, to be fair, subs don't see the ads, but why would they want to inconvenience their viewers who don't have subs, right? It's like sense to them, and yet the ads still run. So I think it's more Twitch kind of forcing it upon streamers. Anyway, time to make a Noclip button. I also really love this because I thought that I would have to do some more complicated stuff for Noclip, and then I realized, oh, I just need to deregister the entity from this side, and then I can control it however I want, and then just re-register it afterwards. No, 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 no. I don't think streaming is my calling. I just do it sometimes. Like, my in general plan right now is, you know, just get like the grocery store thing. It wasn't a joke. Like, I'm actually looking for like just an IRL job that I can just do and then do programming on the side, right? And maybe do streaming on the side. And I do know like networking and stuff and like getting rates and whatever. Like, you can grow yourself like that. But I don't know. I'm content with just doing it like as a side thing. And if it goes somewhere kind of like on its own, then so be it. But that's like wishful thinking territory. If I actually wanted this to go anywhere, then I would have to like pursue it. Well, that's all good. Okay. Now I want to find. Actually, do I have the diff there anywhere? No. Oh, okay. Nice, I found it. Cool. Firefox just took a while to load this. 24. I know this is somewhere where I. Oh, there's a bunch of 24s here. Okay. Nice. This is the thing that I want. Are you also thinking of getting like a IRL job? I don't know. For me, it was like I was more inspired to do it when I did some retail stuff for a bit, like for like 4-H. That's I don't know if that rings any bells, but it's basically let me just search. Yeah, so Finland also has 4-H. There's just youth organization stuff, I guess, mostly. But I was just doing retail there at like a relatively small place. That was fun. There were some moments where it was like, please get me out. The worst moment is like when there's almost nobody in the store, and then some old grandma starts talking to you, and you can't hear half of the no, not even half, like 4/5 of what they say you can't hear, right? And it's like probably their only social interaction of that week, so you can't really tell them to leave just out of nowhere. There's no other customers, so you can't make up an excuse for like, oh, let the other customers come in. You just have to listen. You just have to sit there and pretend to listen because you actually can't even hear them. And it's like normally I don't mind talking to people. Like it's fun. Like even if I'm not interested in the subject, like it's still a human person in front of me, and it's like goddamn. Like that was the one moment where I was like, this is hell, right? Like I imagine, if there's like higher powers in the world, and oh okay, uh, in the form, what do you? Oh okay, probably in the tower dev. Yep. Let me see. Yeah, if there's a hell that I can go to, then I imagine it's that. Like having to just pretend you're a part of a conversation. Oof, it's the worst. Oh yeah, okay, okay. It was the channel that I was already looking at. Yeah, I guess I should also have this on stream. Theme. So this is from JJ's game. Uh, Wait, is that Game Maker? Or is that? 'Cause that doesn't seem like Unity. I think it's Game Maker, if I'm not completely wrong. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know any other program than Godot. Yeah, because I did think that you use Unity. That's like the whole thing. But people change programs and stuff. I guess the color scheme threw me off. Anyway, uh, yeah. Can't really say much from the screenshots. Looking forward to trying it. Hmm. How big are your plans for the game? And also about the earlier comment about feeling like you're doing nothing. It's I see people actually finish games, right? And I'm out here on the same project for I don't even know how long at this point. just like remaking it from scratch a few times because I keep making bad technical decisions and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, this is a lot of time sunk into this. Okay, so if we are no clipping, then we want to. Where do we register ourselves? Okay. Oh. Great. That's good. So how do we decide the ID here? Ah. Well, does this compile? Does. I forgot that entities is a vec and not a hash map. This is gonna be incorrect. That sucks. Yeah. Because when we remove an entity, it's gonna shift all the other entries because it's just a list. You know? So all the previous references are gonna be incorrect. Hey, let's see what happens. I was gonna need to make that a hash map. True. Let me. Oh, wait, it doesn't let me paste. Or now it pasted it multiple times. There we go. You know, the bot has kind of a long response time, but other than that, it's really good. Zero text setup. Like I have this here. It's always on top, and it just hangs on my second monitor at like a position I need to see. Yeah. Noclip. Let's try it. Let's go. I can Noclip. But for some reason, it seems really laggy when I'm like in here. I don't know why. Is it because of the debug boxes? Might be. It just takes a long time to run this. Let me disable the debug boxes and see if that helps. Alright, have a good one. See you later. Good luck on your project. I actually need to run that. I just need to make this return nothing. That's that. We do this, and that should be fine. Damn it. Oh, okay. I see now. Like that. Now it cries. That's fine. I love hotfixing code. The cube. Yeah, it's the debug boxes that cause the like frame rate thing. That's fine. Was like kind of expected. Wow. I should make a commit with just the Noclip stuff. Also, that removes a bunch of the calls. I don't need to know when physics takes 0 milliseconds. I also don't need to know if it takes 1 millisecond. Please tell me if it takes 2 or more. Same for chunk remeshing, honestly. Well, same for block placement. Collapse is already defined. That's fine. I was gonna say. Hello. What do you mean that I'm right? I'm. I feel like I'm missing the context of what you're saying. I'm doing good. Doing good. Just doing some basically housekeeping tasks. Because I'm printing way too much. I am making a like a basically bare bones Minecraft is how I can describe it in one sentence. But yeah. There's some like Minecraft mini games that have been lost to time, essentially. One of them is Super Smash Mobs. I cannot recreate that. And I need a base to work with to do that. So I'm making that base. And this, Godot cubes, messed up UVs. I haven't made these correct yet. Yeah. Well, it's not exactly Minecraft. I'm not gonna have any, like, survival elements to it. Yeah. It's mostly just a toolkit for, like, making games. Like, whenever I think about making games, I've played a lot of Minecraft and, like, made some, like, beginnings of custom maps. And played some custom maps, and I really like the, like, workflow there. At least for map building. Like, you just place down blocks. It's so simple. I really like that. And, if you have some server, like, that you can build with a friend in, like, easy collaboration. You just go in the world and build. And in general, having, like, a 3D world to just go around in and play stuff in, it's really good. But, Minecraft is kind of stinky. And, Mojang, Microsoft, I don't know, So I'm making my own thing. I did not know that you can make Minecraft mods with Godot. That sounds very interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. yeah, not really the most interested in Java. Bum, bum, bum. But to be fair, if I could do stuff that I wanted to with Java, I mean, I could, how to say it? If I was interested in Minecraft modding, I would be interested in Java. But I'm not. There's some kind of stinky stuff that Mojang is doing, like, there's some servers with game modes that have guns in them, and it's kind of a question mark. It's like, are Mojang gonna go after them? You know? So they're like, oh, you're not supposed to have things that are inappropriate for children in your game modes. And it's, I don't like a company like that having control for what I do, you know? That just sounds like a bad time to me. Uh, anyway, I need to make the entity list a hash map instead. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I would say that Java is shit. It's just, it's a tool like any other. Like, if you look really hard, you can see flaws in anything. What it really just comes down to is, do you want to use it? I mean, if you allocate like 5 minutes a day, then yeah, maybe it will take 5 years, you know. But if you take like 2 weeks and you do nothing else but Java, you're like focused learning sessions, then it's not gonna take 5 years. I feel like the main obstacle for everything is this motivation, but I don't know. That's how I see things. It's like, if you really were interested in Java modding, then you would be doing it. That's what I see. But if you don't think that learning Java is worth it, then your interest is not high enough. That's how I see the world. Uh, a little bit. Not much. I know that there's a lot of boilerplate in there. I really don't like it. And yeah. I can't list the things that I don't like about Java because I don't really care about Java. I don't have like a ready list. It's just a lot of boilerplate. I know that. That's kind of the main thing, I guess, for me. I don't like writing it. Holy, it's really hot in my room. Yeah, you can. But you might find I have like there's like two things that can happen in my mind. So the first one is that you tried for a while and then your interest kind of, wanes. You see the technical challenges in front of you, and then you see the potential rewards of modding Minecraft, and then it's like, oh, this isn't really worth it, right? And then you stop doing it. Or, you churn through the technical challenges, and this goes forwards, and oh, it isn't that bad. And then you eventually get to the point where, you can do Minecraft modding. And it's just, one step at a time. And even if you like go quote unquote halfway and you never get to the modding part, where you learned a bunch about Java, most likely that's not just things that only apply to Java, right? It's like general programming stuff is in there. So if you can bring yourself to learn more, that's always good. I don't know if I'm gonna have negative indices, but I'm just gonna do this for now. This I-32 is implement the from Godot and to Godot attribute, meaning that I can just use this directly. I don't need to cast it to another type. Let's see, what screams at me? Two, three, five. Let's go. We don't need to transform this into another type anymore. Where else? Oh, okay, 310. Wrong type. I think it's the key first. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, what is happening? This, that, and then that. I need to cheat. Oh. Yeah, that's how you do it. What am I doing here? Well, it's the same. Alright. Let me actually see what the arrows are about. Alright, well, have a good one. Good luck on your modding journey if you decide to take it up. Okay, this is probably just me calling the wrong thing. Yeah. Yep. Because I'm just iterating over. Oh yeah, it's here. Do 17. Pro tip, if you ever do streaming, have a hotkey for muting your microphone. At least if you don't live alone. Okay, what was I doing? 199. 199. Yeah. Let me bring up the hash map. I think it's insert. Yeah, it's 2 arguments. Fair enough. Yeah, so I need the index now. I need to somewhere keep a track of like the next free index. I guess I'll just do that here. Yep. Yep. No complaint about that. It's fine. This is a bit ugly, but whatever. I just need to do this -1. That's the return value. Two, four, six. Two, two, four. Oh, okay. I love doing this, where it's like I can just navigate to a certain line. Read the line here, go to the line there. Bada bing, bada boom. Who cares how your code is structured? Just jump to the correct line, bro. Also, I'm curious about this. Okay. Fair enough, I'll change that. Oh, I didn't change my focus. Okay, I pressed backspace once and it deleted everything. Yahoo! Yep, let's see. So, what is the change that I just did? Oh, I should be able to deregister entities and it doesn't fail. It didn't fail before either. So, it should just work. That's what I'm expecting. And it works. I can go in, I can go out. Everything's good. Noclip is done. Have to update my notes a bit. I should have a separate notes file for like on stream stuff. To have all sorts of stuff that I don't necessarily want to show on stream in my notes, which is yep. Like, what do I even want to do now? Well, probably should commit at this point. Yeah. That's that. That's a good commit. I guess next up would be correcting UVs. I really don't want to do that right now. Just, motivation stuff. Haha. I would just have to open my previous project and copy from there and do a bunch of logic and yada yada yada. And the other thing is a player controller. So I think I might be wrapping up soon. Because this isn't really the peak movement. It's just the fly camera. So I need to add gravity. I think I was thinking about this, right? Like, do I do the player controller in Godot or in Rust? I think I'll do it in Rust, after all. Right? Oh, hello, Creeper. I'm about to end end it all. No, I'll just end the stream in a moment. I was wrapping up my thoughts. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll do the player controller in Rust after all. Because like stuff like stair stepping is gonna be like basically built into the physics. Well, actually, let me think. If I do stuff in Rust, it would just mean that I give the Rust side a bunch of inputs. And it's like, oh, yo, move the player. If I want to do like a hybrid of GDScript and Rust, I'm gonna modify the velocity on the GDScript side, tell that to Rust, and then it will just like do the basic movement with stair stepping. The I guess the problem is if I eventually do rollback netcode, do I really want to roll back GDScript state and do that? Then the rollback would have to have GDScript and Rust in it. That sounds like it's really not that fun to debug. It's probably better if it's just everything Rust, basically. That also increases the chances of if I end up learning a graphics API and just ditch Godot, then, I already have the code in Rust. Like, who cares? Yeah, exactly. Rust, 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 Rust. Rusty, Rust, Rust, Rust. Yeah. But, I'll think about that later. For now, I will actually do one more thing. I will add basic character movement via GDScript. Now that I'm done saying that I will do it in Rust, I will do it in GDScript right now. Oh, I already have jump? Let's go. Because it's way easier. At least I think so. I don't have a way of giving Rust the inputs and then doing stuff based on that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Actually, I'm not gonna do it via GDScript. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather think about how to do it in Rust completely, and then just do that. Because if I start doing it in GDScript, it's most likely gonna evolve in GDScript, and then it's gonna be pain later. This is a bit of like solving potential problems, but that's fine. Just there's a quote that I made up that I really like, which is don't solve potential problems, make mistakes instead. It's a little bit wordy, but I think it holds true. Like there have been instances where I've tried to, quote unquote solve potential problems, like accounting for future things. And, and then that was just wasted time and effort. And I could have just done it the easy way and it would have been fine. And I actually had to like revert back the more complicated version that would account for things and just do the simple thing instead. So What do you mean? What do you mean just debug assert? What do you mean? Okay, sure. I mean, if your life works like that, that's great. And I wish you the best. Okay. So how do we want to receive inputs? I guess I have a struct here for inputs in a frame. No, if there's a problem, you crash and then you restore from the nearest, like restore point, right? And you just revert the entire universe to that point. Load latest save file. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have a something like this. And it's gonna be just booleans. Also, this is the only correct order for these: forward, back, left, right. That's how it goes. If you have top and bottom, it's top, bottom, forward, back, left, right. I think. I think that's what I always do. Let's see if I'm correct. Yeah, top, bottom, front, back, left, right. Let's go. Oh, this is empty here. Okay, yeah, so the top is empty. That I was confused for a moment. Yeah. So we have. Well, I guess. Do we support analog input? That is a good question. Are these actually U32s instead of booleans? I don't think it matters for now. Shouldn't be hard to change. TM. Honestly, I'll just make them U32s for now. Let's support controller input. Let's go. And probably we don't need this much precision. These probably could also be U8s, right? Like, let me remind myself. If we have 2 to the power of 8, that's already 256, possible values. Is that too low? Hello, Swiss Army. The U16 is certainly enough. Actually, I'll just go low. Fuck it, U8s is all you get. That is all you get. That's fine. Jump is a boolean input though. What do I call this input? Sneak? Okay, it is sneak. What else do we have? We have move inputs, those are already there. Pulse in not gonna be there. Place block, I guess. That is the thing. I think I'm just gonna have action 1 on action 2. Let's go. And this is gonna be like if you have a player, this is everything they can. Oh, mouse movement. True. True, true, true. Should I call it mouse move or just like Look vector? No, it's gonna be mouse move. What is this though? This is two numbers. I think U60s. U16s. And be, X and Y. Sanity checking. Like if we have, this is probably enough resolution for mouse movements. Also, these are gonna be I16s because you can have like left and right movement, up and down movement. Might have to bump these up to 32s later, but that's fine. And the reason why I'm kind of thinking like how much data do I want to use per thing is because I'm an idiot, right? That's the reason. The fake reason is that this is going to be networked at some point, and I want to use less data, but it really doesn't matter, right? If I use U32s for every single one of these fields, it's still, it's going to take nothing. Especially when these are going to be compressed in a way. So I'm just an idiot, and that's why I like to do this. Like, think about how much data does it really need. Because computers these days, they're very fast, and we have a lot of memory. Doesn't matter. Like, this is not the thing that I should optimize. I'm building meshes down here. Like, this is the thing that should be optimized, The block data and stuff. Yeah, anyway. That's all good. That's for next time. That's a good commit. Yep. I'm gonna write that into my notes as well. BS3. Pipe inputs to Rust side and do character controller movement shit XD. That's the note. I think that's all for now. I'm gonna do an ego check and see how many viewers I have, and then decide if I'm gonna raid someone. What is the benefit in using the command line? Tell me. Why should I do that? Yep. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna... I'll do the raid anyway. Let's go. One viewer raid. Oh, two, because it counts me as well, I think. Anyway, yeah, sip.